Alright, good morning from Mount Stewart. So I'm in a windy field. I've got the old wind mic on the go here. This will be a nice little video for you guys looking at the entire process of taking down one of these sort of dying, aging beech trees we've got here on the North Moor. So the farmyard is just over there and Wall Gardens is over here, and one of our main estate roads just runs down the back here. This is one of the last sort of bits of the original shelter belt that still remain. Unfortunately there's no young stuff replacing it, but they're all getting towards end of life. And this beech tree here, as you can see, the crown is actually like completely dead, the upper crown now, and this chap here is also severely crown dieback as well. Now this is a combination of things. So just over here, I'm on the edge of kind of like the field margin. What you've got here is this particular beech tree here and this one who's already severely in decline. They've basically now got honey fungus working their way through the lower system of the timber and root structure, and it found its way in. One, it's an age related thing, but also it's a legacy of sort of ploughing too close to the tree lines. Now you can see the plough line is actually out here now. But it was too little too late when we started here to sort of extend that buffer zone around the root plates. The plough line actually used to be right here, and the damage was done. You got root damage there which lets the fungus in, and now you're seeing the impacts sort of years later where the crown is actually dying back. There's no fungal blooms this time of year. Normally you would start to see it, but for all intents and purposes the tree kind of looks solid. You've got some sort of fissuring growth where it's under strain here, but the big issue is the crown itself is dead and very brittle, and the road itself, the little laneway, is right here. So from a tree safety management point of view, we need to address this. So we'll be taking these two down over the next 2 days, and I'll record that little process so you can see. Okay, so just taking off some of the buttresses so that we can get a nice round edge to put the mouth and then do the felling cut. And you can see where the honey fungus has been working its way up through the tree. So this black veining here is really quite prominent on this side. That's the honey fungus mycelia making its way through the timber. So you have compromised wood here, and this is still good wood here. So this is a side profile, but when we do the other cuts and take it right down, you'll be able to see where it is. So we'll do that now. There we are. So let's clear this down here. You can really see the decay through the central stem. You can really see that fungus veining here, and the actual very central core stem is actually starting to turn into jelly with cavities. Not much good wood left around the edge. So just a matter of time, gusty storm would pull the whole thing over, and you see this quite a lot on the estate with some of the aging veteran beech. So yeah, so now what we do, guys, will get everything set up here. We'll bring trailer and chipper in, we'll start dismantling the crown. Most of the chippable stuff will get into a fine chip, and that will go onto the composting pad to mix in with all those grass cuttings. Only the bigger wood from the crown goes into timber. Probably for firewood mostly, and then this central stem here, depending on how soft the wood is, of how far it goes up, This might be big enough to be able to make into some slabs, otherwise it'll probably go for other milling or maybe used somewhere on the estate. Nice simple one there. Just got number 2 to do tomorrow. Good morning, we're on day 2. Life's a day. So we finished off yesterday afternoon. We only had a couple of hours at it, and we've dismantled most of the first one there, ready up for collection. This morning, kicking off, we're going to get the second beech tree taken down. You can see the crown is completely dead in this one. Might not necessarily be able to see it, but you see all of the dryad saddle fungus starting to develop up the main stem there. If we come down and look at the base to get an idea of how far gone this has gone in just a year, this has progressed and declined very, very quickly. So you can see here this huge stress fracture all the way up the tree. You've got necrosis of the timber. Hard to see with the shadow, but this is all dead all the way up this side of the tree here. So you've got some living wood on the outside, but I've seen honey fungus blooms around the front of this tree, down the bottom here, amaryllis, and we'll get this one down as well. And what we'll do, we will, just for you guys as well, because we sort of want you guys to see the full process of us going through some of the tree work we do over winter. We'll set up a little time lapse on dismantling it, so you can sort of see it from complete felling to finish for this second tree. Okay, so I've just taken the buttresses off this and just put in the gob, as it were, which sets the angle of it felling. And you see how quickly this has decayed. There's actually now a void in the middle of the tree itself. See, just take that lower section out there. It's just powder, jelly. This is still fairly solid wood, but you can see the necrosis is right the way around to the edge here. That section there is a bit of healthy wood. You look at the face of this, the lighter wood here is healthy wood, everything else is decayed. So when I do this felling cut, I'm probably going to have to do a boring cut with a hold on the back of it, just to, because it's probably got nothing left inside. So we'll put that on a section of film for you guys, and probably from this angle I think, and we'll take it down. Oh, so there we go. That decay is set on fairly rapidly. Yeah, it was just as soon as we'd done that mouth cut, you could see that there was decay in here. Went to do the boring cut coming in this way. Yeah, that's all the lacing there of the amaryllis honey fungus. Pretty hollow cavity up through there. Might make an interesting bit of deadwood out on the trails if we cut that section away. Don't think it's any good for making a table out of somehow. So we'll set up a time lapse, just dismantling the rest of this tree for the rest of the day, fully from finish, start to finish. So I hope you enjoyed that little video of our work, just taking through the full process with a little bit of editing there to speed the process up. It took 2 days to do these 2 trees. You can buy some of the timber from us. We do specialist cuts and obviously firewood, things like that as well. And the rest of the timber goes off to make furniture and other bits and bobs. And of course, Natural Play will see the hollow log up there soon.